Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It is August 13th, 2024. My name is Kyle. I'm here with Mrs. Olson and it is time for Maker Notes. And today we're going to talk about this sample here that I just finished knitting. This is called the Sidewalk Shawl. It's a kit that's from Garn Manufacturer, our friends in Germany. We have 3 different colorways for this kit. The one that I knit is called the Sea World colorway. This is what the yarn collection looks like. So it is a bunch of different yarns, each of them all caked up and prepared, and they're all labeled. So you can see this says Sea World A. They're all labeled A through M, I think. And then you're going to use 2 of these yarns at a time. So you're going to hold the strands of the yarn together as you knit. So each of the strands you can see, or each of the colors has 2 different strands in it. So you'll take maybe this one and this one are the 2 that you'll be knitting for 10 of the rows. And then the instructions will tell you, okay, cut whatever one and join this other letter. And they're all labeled so you can see which ones that the pattern wants you to use. But maybe you're joining this one and then you work the next 10 rows for the pattern. It's worked as a triangle. So you start with, cast on some stitches and you do some short rows. So you create a triangle and then you're gonna put one side of that triangle on hold and then knit the other side, and you're gonna work those 20 rows. And then this one gets picked up and you work these, and then this one gets picked up and you work back and forth as you go down the different stripe sequences. There are 3 different patterns you're going to use. They're all very simple. So if you know how to yarn over and slip stitches and knit 2 together and increase, those types of things, you'll be able to do this. It is really, really simple. It is a lot of fun also because changing the colors, I don't know what color is going to come next in the color combination. So it knits very quickly because I want to finish this section to see what color combo is going to happen with the next stripe or part of a stripe. So yeah, this is the Sea World colorway. I showed you the yarn. So this is the yarn that you'll get, the kind of yarn you'll get when you're done making the shawl. So this is all the way done. Here's my leftovers. So there's a lot of yarn left over in this. So you don't have to worry about not having enough yarn. And chances are, if you wanted to change up some of the colors, you probably could. There's a lot of yarn left over. There's enough for a whole nother project. So not another one of these shawls, but perhaps a scarf or something. So you could take these yarns, just put 2 of them together, do some kind of a patterning, and mix and match the yarns as you like. That could be really fun. So like I said, there are 3 different colorways for this kit. I showed you the Sea World one. Here is this is called Steel, so it's gray scales and a couple reds in there. This is the Steel colorway. And again, they're labeled A through M, so you'll want to arrange. What I did is I kept everything in the box and I arranged them, A, B, C, D, and so on. And then as I did my work, I pulled the yarn from the tube and just worked from the box. And then when I was done with one, I'd cut it, wind that yarn back up and tuck it back in its cake, and it stayed nice and safe for the next time I might need it. So this is the Steel colorway. This one, the 3rd color combo is called Summer. So this is the Summer colorway. So those are the 3 color options for you. This pattern, of course, you're gonna get a printed copy of the pattern. This is what that looks like. We went through and actually rewrote this pattern so that it is really clear, step-by-step, line-by-line instructions. There are no charts that you have to worry about, and you can just mark things off as you go on your pattern. Everything is in here pretty clear. So what I did for my section, so remember I mentioned there's a triangle. So what I did is I used the Addi-Click system. So I had 2 different cords. So I have a cord for this side of the triangle, and then put it down, and then a second cord for this side of the triangle. So this one, let's just say it was on hold. I used an Addi-Click connector. So that's what this is. So the connector connects the beginning and end of the cord together, and it just creates a loop to hold those stitches and keep them parked. And on the other side, the side that's active, I used AddyClick tips. So here are some tips. So the beginning and end of this cord got the tips, and I would knit on that, make my stripe. Then when it's time to change from here to this section, I took the connector off of the held stitches. I left the cord in place, but I took the connector and put it onto this section and took these tips and put it on that section. So I just switched them. And that was a great way for me to stay organized as I worked through the piece. And it also made it so that I didn't have to worry about just a loose needle hanging out there with the two ends, with the chance of the stitches falling off, or I accidentally pick one up and start knitting on the wrong one, I don't know. So that is how I did it. The other option you could do if you did want to use two needles, just make sure they're the same size and ideally the same type. So metal and wood needles can knit at different gauges for the same person. So keep the same needle type through both of them. And then you could use the Addy to Go. So these little guys, it's a heart-shaped needle holder. There's two different sizes. For this project, you need a size 5 needle. Come out of there. It doesn't want to come out of the box. Here we go. So the smaller one will work. This goes up to a size US 8. So what you do is you take this and you squeeze it, you put the two ends of your needle in, and when you let go, there's a spring inside here that holds those two needle tips in place, and that will park the project as well. So you could use an Addy to Go and just park one of your one of the needles while it is being held and you're working on the other, or you could use the interchangeable system like I suggested. Either way, it is super easy. That way you're not putting stitches on waste yarn and then picking them back up off waste yarn and all that. You're not doing any of that at all. Just get two needles or two cords and you'll be good to go. So all of the components, so all the AddyClick tips, the cords and all of that, the connectors and all of that, those are all 15% off now through Sunday. So if you would like to try the system, it's a great opportunity to get a few of the components. You can try it in conjunction with this, this shawl, and then you will have a great time being able to find out how awesome it is. The other thing that's in today's newsletter, Thursday is our day for fixing mistakes in brioche. So there's a day or two left for you to be able to sign up. There are a few spots available. This is with Faina Goberstein, and it's going to show you, you need to know how to do brioche, of course. I guess you do brioche, you make mistakes. This class is going to show you how to fix those mistakes. So if you'd like to up your brioche game, this is a great opportunity to do so. It is Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's when the class is, and it's a live class. We are recording this class. It will be made available for 1 week for people who have signed up to take the class. I encourage you to be there if you can, but if you can't, then you could certainly watch that that live recording and see all the demonstrations, learn all the tips from Faina, and hear all the questions other students had during the event. If you are able to attend, it's ideal because you can ask questions and Faina will be there to support and answer those questions during the class. So I think that's it. The Sidewalk Shawl. I didn't tell you what the yarn was made of. So what is this yarn made of? This is I should pull one out here. This is 50% cotton and 50% acrylic is what this yarn is. Each one of these is a 50-gram cake. And again, like I said, they are all labeled with their letters. So you can see this is color A. So that's the content of the yarn. I think I answered all the stuff. If I didn't, give us a call, 206-747-7121, or email us, hello@makersmercantile.com. If we happen to sell out of the kits that we have pre-purchased for you, we'll move this into pre-order. And what that means is we'll need to place our order with garn manufacturer. They will pack up the orders and send them out to us. It takes a couple weeks for that to happen, but as soon as they show up, we can ship them out to you. So if we do go to pre-order, you'll see that in the product listing, and yeah, that's that. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will see you again on Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye.